When it comes to main data structures, right now, already we have discussed number data types and the string types and the what else you have Boolean types we have discussed, right? So there are like in the numbers, like now under numbers we have discussed about what integers, floats, and complex numbers we have discussed. We have discussed about numbers, and under numbers we have discussed integer, float, and complex. We have discussed, right? And likewise, we have discussed about under the words. We have discussed about string. We have discussed about string and Boolean values. Under the Boolean values, we have discussed about Booleans. Right. Then what else we have discussed about data types? What are the other data types we have discussed? The text we can say it's better, no text. Text types we have discussed about string str. Normally we write str. Number types integer, float, complex. Now that is already. And what else? Under the booleans, we have discussed about bool. Right, and then what else we have discussed? Is there any other data type we have discussed? That's it, no? Right, now here in the boolean or string or integer float complex right now, in float complex right now, normally we can store only one value at a time. Right, if you want to store multiple values, then you can have um, collections. If you want to store collections, then you could use the sequence type. So the collection type of variables. Right now, under that we can discuss about we have list, we have set, and then we have list set tuples, and then we have a dictionary. Right now we have these types. Right now we can call these right now Python list or the tuples or the uh, dictionary. Now, these are used to store multiple items under a single variable. Right now, we could use these to store multiple items under single variables. Right now, if we consider this list, set, tuple, dictionary, there are differences. Right now, you can classify these list, tuple, set, dictionary with their different qualities or the different usages. Right now, mainly you can categorize these collections. So these are used to store multiple items, so therefore collections. Therefore, the attributes you can consider whether the order of the items. Right now, we can discuss about the order of the items and whether it is editable or changeable. Once you assign, can you change the values, right? And whether what about the duplicate values? Can we store the duplicates? Likewise, you can consider the differences between these items, right? Whether the list items, whether it is can be ordered or can it change? Does it allow duplicates? The set items, likewise, we can check. Right now, when it comes to a list, right now you need to remember list list elements are ordered. List elements are ordered. There is an order associated with the elements and it is changeable. Once you assign a value, you can change the value. Therefore, list items are ordered, list items are changeable. And then it allows duplicates. It allows duplicates. List items are ordered, list items are changeable, list items allows duplicate values. Therefore, this is about list. When it comes to set items are unordered. Now set items are unordered. Right. Now set items are unordered. Set items are unordered. Set items are unordered and unchangeable. You cannot change the items. But now unchangeable means, but there are, you can remove and add new items, but you can't replace the item or you can't just change the value of the items. Therefore, we can say unchangeable. But remember here, you can add, you can remove the items whenever you wish. And because we can't change because there is no index. Since unordered means there is no index, no unordered index, so unchangeable, and then no duplicates because a list set does not allow duplicates. When it comes to a tuple, right? Tuple items are ordered, but once create cannot change. Once create cannot change, unchangeable, and then it also allows duplicates. Right? I think it's better to move it here, no? Ordered, changeable, allow duplicates. Ordered, unchangeable. The main difference between list and tuple is items are unchanged. And then it comes to set, unordered, unchangeable, no duplicates. When it comes to a dictionary, right now, after version 3.6, I guess, in Python 3, at the beginning also, dictionary items are unordered, but after 3.6, as I can remember. I'm not sure 3.6 or 3.7, just check, right? Let me check to be exact. Yes, after 3.7. After Python version 3.7, dictionary items are ordered. So, items are ordered, items are ordered and changeable. Items are ordered, changeable, but and then no duplicates. And it doesn't allow duplicate values. Right. And then also Python list. You can see list is defined using square brackets. Now you use square brackets to define list, right? And then when it comes to a tuple, you use the round brackets. Now you use the round brackets to declare a list. When it comes to a set, as you know, you use the curly brackets to declare a set. Right now, when it comes to a dictionary, what do you think? Dictionary, how can you declare the dictionary? Inside a dictionary, we have key value pairs. Dictionaries, we have key value pairs. Therefore, we use square brackets, and inside the square brackets, we have key colon values. We have key value pairs inside the dictionary. Right now, mainly these are the differences, basic differences. List, ordered, unchangeable, allow duplicates, tuple, ordered, unchangeable, allow duplicates, a set, unordered, unchangeable, no duplicates. Dictionary has key value pairs, then items are ordered, changeable, and no duplicates. Likewise, we have. Now let's go in detail about these data structures. What are the methods available? How to access the items? How can we deal with these? Likewise, we'll have. Right. Now, okay, therefore, it's better you can have a note on this. Right now, main differences at least. Now, what are the main differences between list, tuple, set, and dictionary? Right now, when it comes to set, remember now items can be added or can be removed but cannot change. Right? Okay. Now let's talk about the list. Right now, list items are used to store multiple items in a single variable. Therefore, um, lists are created using square brackets. Now, you know that lists are created using square brackets, and then list items could be anything, right? It could be an integer, it could be a string, it could be a boolean, float, list of list. Likewise, we can have. Therefore, list items are ordered. Since list items are ordered, so there is an index associated with. Therefore, list items are ordered, and so there is an index associated with the list. Now, list items are ordered, and there is an index associated with the list. Right. Now, let's say now if it is a list, let's say we have numbers. The list name is numbers, right? And there is an index for each element. Right now, list used to store multiple values under one variable. Therefore, the list saved as numbers has indexes. Right now, this is how you access the elements. Right now, let's say we'll have a small name num. Let's say numbers list. Right now, the first value is has the index number 0. Indexes are starting from 0. This one, index 1. This is index 2. This is index 3. This is index 4. And index 5. This is index 5. Right now, right. Right. So let me have some values in the. But now these are the values we have stored in the number list, right? So now you can see there is an index associated with. Now, now this is how. If you want to declare this list, you just say number, and then you mention square brackets in order to say this is a list, right? Number equals, even if you say number equals equal sign 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. Right now, this is how you can declare a list. Now, inside this list right now, this zeroth index refers to the first value, the 10, because there is an index. Items are ordered, so the ordered items can be accessed through the index number since it is an ordered. Items are ordered, so indexed. Right. Then we can access via index number. Right. Now let's take this into a new page. Now let's save this. Sorry, my bad. We'll save it as what? Ex.py. Right. Oh. Right now, there's nothing. No, this is how we declare list. Right now, let me print the number list and see. And this is how when I print the list, it would display. Right now, if I want to get the type of the list, we know already type method, right? Then using the type method, we could find out what is the type of this one. Then it says it is a list. Right. Then if you want to get the size, then you can use the length method like you have used in the others. Then it has 6 elements, the length. Using the length method, you could get the list length. Right now, here not only numbers, and then if you want to access the first index value, let's say you want to access the first index values, then inside the square brackets, you can mention the index term. Number 1, right now you can access the values one by one. See, using the index number. This is how we access the values. Right now, for an example, number 3. If I want to change the number 3 value into a 30 in letters, what I need to do is I can access number 3 and then assign. We're going to change into a string 30. Right. Now you can say 10, 20, 30, 40. Right now, here what has now it displays like, let me print not like this. Now you know how to access now. Right. Again, let's print the entire list. Then you would be able to easily see that has been changed. You can see instead of 30, now 30 means third index value. Is the third index value? No, I have changed the 14. Then if I want to change this index, that is second index value. So I have changed the second index value. Then you can say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And if you want to change, now for an example, the first index value, 20.0. Now it would be a float value. And if you want to change the fourth index value into a complex number, right, third index value into a complex number, what you call 1 bar 40, 40j. Then you can say you can make into a complex number. And now we have integer, float, string, complex. Then again, if you want to have Boolean value as well, let's say if it is for the 4, if I need to have true, you can have that as well. Then true Boolean value is also possible here. Therefore, now a list could contain either only numbers or mix of variables. Likewise, it could have. So right now, now we know to check whether it allows the duplicate values. Right now, I'm gonna have 40, 40, 40. Now you can see initially you have 40, 40, 40. It has duplicate values as well. Now you can see it has an order. The items are changeable. This is a proof for it, and ordered, changeable, and it allow duplicates. And the length of the list you can measure by length method. The type of the data you can get it by the type method. Okay, try out quickly. Right. Okay, any questions? Right. Now, okay. Mm, right. Then let's try to declare a list. Uh, okay, to add list items, let's see how to add a new item. Now we know how to declare a list, how to change the item, how to access the items we know. Now let's see how to add list items. Right. Now, to add an item to a list. Now list method. Now we are talking about list here. Under the list, we have discussed about the type method. We have discussed the length method. Right, type method. And then we have and what are the other methods we have discussed? Sorry. Mhm. Yes, type and length. Yes. Right now, if we want to add an item to a list, so we can use the append method. Right now, write down append method is used to add an element to a list. Right now, let me remove this. Now, number is the list name, number dot append. Let's say 40, 50, 60. So I'm gonna append 70. And thereafter, I'm gonna print the list. Now you can see I can add an element using the append method. Now figure out and let me know to where the element get added when you use the append method. Now the position. Once you use an append method, to where the new element will be added. Anyone? Is it to the front? Is it to the end? Starting or the beginning or the end or the in between or you don't know what? Yes, to the end. Yes, please talk to me. Don't send me the chat messages. Yes, now when you use the append method, will add an element to the end. Now no longer require this annotation, so I'm going to remove it. Then append method would add now here return the type, return the type, returns the number of elements, returns the, or not returns, add new item, add an item to the end, add an item to the end of the list. Right. Now that is how the append method works. And if you want to insert an item for a specific position, then you could use the insert method. Insert method. You have to pass the add an item to the given position index, given index, let's say. Now, if you want to use the right now, let's say now I want to append, not append. I want to insert a new item. Here 70. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements here. After doing this, we have seventh element right now before the last one. Right, I want to insert. So I'm going to say number dot insert. The position gonna be what? Right now, I want to add right after this. 0th index, first index, second index, third index, fourth index, fifth index. So the sixth index, I want to have it as sixth index, I want to have 7. Right now, let's see. Now you can see. now we are talking about this list. 0, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. That means in between 60 and 70 here, the numerical 70 should be added. Right now, we can use the insert method in order to add an item to a list. Right now, okay, now we know how to add an item. Now let's say how to remove an item as well. We need to know. If you want to remove an item, then we can use the remove method. Remove method is used to remove an item here. Remove method, remove an item. Remove the given item. Remove the given item. Remove the given item. It will remove the given item when you use the remove method. Right now, let's try out how the remove works. Now I want to remove the 70. Okay, remove the 30, let's say. Now I want to remove 30. So now here we have 30 now. I'm going to remove 30. Now you can say previously 30 was there. Now in the new one, 30 has been removed. Now let's figure it out. If you try to remove an item which is not available on the list, see and tell me what happens if you try to remove an item which is not available. on the list. Try out and tell me what happens. Right now, when you try to delete 50, 50 is there, no? 33, which is not available. Now I'm trying to remove 33. Now what happens? Now remember, if you try to remove an element which is not available using the remove method, it would give you an error. The remove method says value error x not in the list. Therefore, here now let's say x. Right now, insert method also we need to pass the index now. Remove the given item. And here the problem is if the item is not available, it will give you a value error. There may be other scenario. Right now, when you try to say remove, let's say in this one, we have 10, 20, again 10, and again 40, and again 10. At the same value occurs multiple times. So if you have to remove that particular number 10, now which item would it remove? Okay, try out and tell me. Now, if you have multiple occurrences of the given item and if you try to remove it, what will happen?
it will remove the first number
Yes,
that is
it will
found.
remove the first occurrence. Yes, exactly. When you have the multiple occurrences, then it would remove the first occurrence of it. Now you can see here, the first occurrence of 10 has been removed here. Therefore, it would remove the first occurrence. Therefore, when you use the remove method with the given the specific number or the value, if it is occurred several times, then it will remove the first occurrence of the given value. Right now, not only 10, if you want to remove the 70, that also possible. Yeah, you just need to mention the exact value. If it is the exact value, then it would get removed. Now you can see 70 has been removed. Right now, so that is how you remove an item. If you want to remove an item of the specific index, then there's another method which you can call it as pop. In the pop method, we need to provide the index, remove an item of the given index, item of the given index. Right now, let's try out the pop method, how it works. Now, right now, let's try pop method. Now, pop, I need to specify the index number. 2. Right now, let's see. Now you can see here. Okay, we have the same. Let's have the frequency of number. Sequence of number 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And now you can see we have second index array. We have mentioned 0th index, first index, second index. Then 30 has been removed. 30 has been removed using the pop method because you have specified remove the item at the second index. Remove the item at the second index. So that will be removed from the pop method. And again, try out if you forget to remove, if you forget to mention the index number, then what will happen? Just try. If you forget to remove the index number, then what will happen? Which element will it remove?
Last one.
Yes, it would remove the last index, right? If you do not mention, if you do not specify the index number at the pop, it would remove the last element. Yes, it would remove the last element. Right, it will remove the last element as well. Right, and then we have a method called clear also. Right now, clear method will remove all the elements. Clear method will clear or remove or clear all the elements. Clear all the elements. Clear all the elements, all the items. If you call the clear method, it would clear all the elements. Now, if you try to print, here it would print an empty list because it would clear all the elements. And then if you want, there's another keyword called delete, which can use to delete the entire list as well. Right. Now try out. Okay, after testing the clear method, try out delete number and by providing an index number, what happens? Try this one first, and thereafter tell me what happens. And thereafter, just use the keyword delete and the list name and see what happens and tell me what you got as the output.
The first one it will delete respective index number. Second one
Okay.
it will delete total.
Yes, right now the first one, if you use the okay clear method, will remove. Right now, let me. Okay, we can have this one here, right? And then thereafter we can have um, right now delete first index value. Right now, when you go delete first index value, then it would remove the first index value. You can see here. Previously, we have first index 0. First index has 20. Now 20 has been removed in this scenario. Therefore, it removes a specific index value if you use a delete. And if you use delete number, that means it will remove the entire list. So when you try to print, it will give you a name error saying that there is nothing called number. Therefore, name num is not defined because that has been removed already. Therefore, the delete keyword will remove. Right now, how can you do it? Delete keyword, delete with, how can you write this? Delete and delete. And for an example, delete list, delete LT will, okay, then you may deletes the list and delete X index, delete the given index value. Right now, these are the methods we have discussed so far, right? And then let's figure it out how to. Right now, why don't you declare a list, okay, and take um, 10 inputs from the user, and then store the user entered inputs to a list and display the sum, max, and the min. Okay. Ask user to enter 10 values and then get the values and assign it to a list. You can use any of the methods we have discussed so far. And thereafter, um, calculate the total and maximum and the minimum of the given values in the list. Try out quickly and send it to me via chat, please.
Excuse me, sir, can you put the question in the notepad?
Okay, take 10 inputs. Take 10 inputs and put into a store in a list. Calculate sum, max, min. Okay. Right. Let's say we have a list already. We have a list, and then if you want to go through the list, if you want to go through a list, right? Now, if you want to go through the list, we can use, now we know the 10 values are there already. Then let's say I just want to go through the list and display the elements of it, right? Mm. So what I'm going to do is, so x in range, print number, and then I'm going to access by the index number. I. Right now, I don't know, die x. Right now we can access by like this. Now, since if you have no clue that how many number of elements are there now, even let's say if I have just typed some numbers, I have just typed numbers rather counting the numbers, what you can do? How can you write? What we can do here? Rather counting the numbers, we can use but. Rang, what do you think? What you can use?
Is it the list name?
Yeah, the length. We can use the length no? Because in the range method, for x in range, we need to, you know, the range in for loop, using the range method, you need to specify the n number up to, like if you say range 10 means, now for an example, range we have discussed last week, like as I can remember, if it is range 10, it will start from 0 because range method has three parameters: start and end and step. Right, start, end, and step. Right, there are start, stop, step. Let's say start, stop, and step. Right now, this is how the range method uses, and then in the range method, start and the steps are not required, optional. By default, it would taken as 0, and the stop value we need to specify. If you say 5, and the step value by default 1. Now range 0 or range 5, if you specify, that means it same as 0, 5, 1, because 1 and 0 are optional values. And then those are the default values. Right now, not required to provide. You need to specify the stop. This is must, right? Then the values would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up to 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Then if you say range 6, right, range 7, then it would be like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 7. So now here we need to run. You know the indexes are starting from 0. Index values are starting from 0. That we know already. And if there are size 10, if there are 10 number of elements in the list, what is the index of the last value? What is the index of the last value? If there are 10 elements in a list.
Is it 9?
9, yes. The last index value is 9. So, if you say for a range up to 10, if you just specify range 10, range 10 means by default it is start value is 0, end value is 10, step is plus 1. So it will start from 0 and it will go up to 10. 0, 6, 7, 8, 9. Starting from 0 and ending by 9 because it goes up to 10. This is what happens. So here if you say x in range 10, it will start from 0th index and goes up to the 9th index. If it is 10 element array, 10 element list, then it will run up to the last index value. So the length method will return the number of elements available in this list. Therefore, If you don't know the number of elements in this list, you can use length number. All right, then we know the length method will return the number of elements in the list. So this should start from 0th index and goes up to the last index. Therefore, the for loop will run up to the number of elements available in the list, right? Like this, you can iterate through a list. Right, now try to do the same thing using while loop and show me how to do this. Right, now how can you do this using a while loop? Right, now while loop, let's say I is equal 0. Then you can say while we need to have the condition like I value is less than length of the number list, and then every time once you print the value, you need to increase the number by n I plus c equals 1. Right now, while I therefore we need to print I. Likewise, we can do it like this. Now, this is how you do it using the while loop. Right. Now, if you want to declare, right now, this is how you can try the while loop. And then we have to talk about when you're declaring a list. Right now, if you do not want to use the square brackets like this, if you want to use a list method or a list comprehension or a list constructor in order to create define a list, then you can do it. But right now, if you want to do it, you have to use a list. Inside the list, you need to put the values, and then you have to close the bracket. Right now, if you just use only one bracket, right now, if you just use only one bracket, now let's see what's gonna happen. The number print. Type of the number list, and then right now you can see if you try to use only one bracket with the list, then it says list expected at most one argument and you got 14. Right, therefore now you are trying to convert here using a list like now. Therefore, since we have 14 arguments, it gives us an error. Right now, if you are just 10, what will happen? Right now, let's say. Now again it says type error. This is not an iterable object. This is an integer. Therefore, this you can't use. If you have another collection iterable, which convert into a list, can be done using this. So if you want to do it now, remember, make sure to put two brackets. Now, by doing two brackets, now these set of values will be considered as a tuple. And now those values are you can convert into a list, right? Therefore, this is how you can use a list constructor. If you are using list constructor, please note that you need to have two brackets. Double round brackets are required. Right. Now you know how to create the list using the list constructor, and also right now if you have two lists, right now let's say n1 we have 10, 20, and 30. N2 we have 40, 50, and 60. Right now try to add the elements of right, n2 elements. Try to add the n2 elements to the n1 and then print the n1 list. How can you do that? Add the elements of n2 to n1 and display the n1 list. Do it quickly. Right. Good. You use the append method, no? Very good. For x in range, length n2, n1 dot append n2, x, print n1. Good. Right now, okay. Right now there is a method called extend. Right, there is a method called extend. Extend. We can append elements from another list to a current list from another list, right? Now, how can you use it? Without doing this, the same thing we have done here is happened by we want to append it to n1, then n1 dot extends tend n2, and then you can print the n1. See, you can do it like that as well if you remember the method extend. And also, you may have used the list comprehension in order to do this as well. Right now, what is the list comprehension? Right now, okay, we are done with this. Can we print for x in n1 print x? Will this work? Like this also, you can iterate using a list. You can iterate using a list, right? Right now, this is to iterate in a list. Right now, if you want to copy n1 into a new list, n2 list, n2 equals, you can say x, n2 equals x for x in n1. Right, then you can print the n2. Let's say now this is a list comprehension. Now this is what you call as list comprehension. What does it does? It will return the x values for all x values in the n1. Now this would run for each and every element in this n1 loop, and it will return one after the other. Like then that value assigned to the n2 list. Right now, for an example, let's say now we have a list which has some 10 minus 12, 20 minus 5, 14, 26 minus 9, 58, 15, 26, minus 2, minus 3, 0, 1, 2. Likewise, we have some values. I want to create another list n2, only the positive elements. Only the positive elements. I want to do it only the positive elements. Then using okay, try out. Send me a code via chat quickly. I want to get the positive elements from the n1 and put it to a n2 list. I want to do that. Okay, try out quickly. Okay, why does it much time? Okay, good. Right now, okay, let me have it here. For x in n1, if x is greater than 0, n2 dot append x. Before that, you need to declare n2, n2 empty list. Right. Okay, only the even 0 is included. No, if x is greater than 0. Right. Good. Now let me do the same thing using list comprehension. X for x in n1, x return x for x in n1 if x is what greater than if x is greater than or equal to 0, then you're gonna print n2. Now you can see here. Now this is the same thing I have done it using list comprehension. What x for x in n1. Now this would iterate through each and every element in this n1 list. And then I am checking a condition if x1 is greater than or equal to 0. If x is greater than or equal to 0, then return those x values. Now this x is the current item in the iteration and that is the result. Then here you're gonna check whether if this is x is greater than or equal to 0, then only you are saying return x. That is how you can do it using list comprehension. Try out this as well. You can try out in order to get let's say there is the here in from this list. Let's say now I'm gonna have some set of values, random values 158. Right, any some set of values. Just get even numbers into one list and odd numbers into another list. Create two lists, even and odd, and then store the values to the even and odd using list comprehension. Do it quickly. Now, right, that's it. Now we can do some exercises then. Let's say we have 1, 2, and 3. And if we have another list called 4, 5, 6. If I want to add all these together, n3, if I want to get n3, if I do n1 plus n2, n1 plus n2, what will happen? Try out and tell me. Will it work? Now you can see. And when you use n1 plus n2 plus using the plus operator, you can join two lists. Right, then also you can use the extend method also. We can use. And also, if you have some set of values like 1, 5, if you want to sort, you can say in one dot sort method, this would sort in ascending order. This would sort in ascending order. And if you want to sort in reverse order, you have to mention reverse equals true. T is capital here in Python, no? True and true. Right now you can sort in reverse order. Right now I want you to try for the letters. Try the sort method with letters and thereafter words, and then as a mix, numbers and the words and some characters. As a mix, try out the sort method and tell me how the sort is working. Try out quickly and have a mix of values, not only numbers, have some letters, words as well, a simple capital, likewise, and then tell me how the sort is working. Right now, how the values get sorted? Right now, let me check now since you are takes time. Okay, I have some numbers 10, 20, 1, and then I have apple, right, and I have apple, I have bag, I have capital bag as well. Right now I have some set of values. Right now, right. Then when I try to sort, it says not supported between instances of string and int together. Right now, when you have string and integer together, now the sort method gives us an error. Right now, so I'm going to get rid of the integers for the time being, and now I'm going to try out. Now you can see initially this is how it looked like, and let's say here I'm going to have some values as well. Let's say here we have cat, cat. Right now you can say here this is the way we have. Now it gets sorted. Then English letters first A, then B, C. Uppercase letters first, then the lowercase letters. See, when you sort the descending order, lowercase letters first, then the uppercase letters. Therefore, when you sort, right, when you sort using the sort method, right now, it will sort alphanumerically ascending. Sort method will sort alphanumerically ascending by default. Alphanumerically ascending by default. Right. And then here when you have the letters like the capital letters first, then the lowercase letters. Therefore, if you don't want right now, if you don't want to have this case sensitivity, right, then in order to have insensitive case insensitive results, you can have you can convert into a lowercase likewise. Then I'm not gonna convert string into a lowercase yet. But now for the time being, let's assume if we have cat, apple, bag, and right now you can say again a capital letter comes into here. And if I have a number here, 10, now you can see in ascending order, number first, alphanumerics, right? Right now 10, 20, 1, 1, 10, 20. Thereafter numbers first, then apple, bag, cat. Likewise, it gets sorted. Right. Therefore, right, remember case sensitive, sort is case sensitive first. It will sort capital letters first, then the lowercase letters. Right. Now that is how the sort works in. Yeah, right. Now you know how to take a copy as well, how to join, how to merge. That we have discussed already. Right. Okay. Copy method we haven't done, no? The copy method have we? No. If you want to take a copy of a list, you could use the copy method. The copy method will returns the copy. Returns a copy of the list. Returns a copy of the list. So how can you use it? If you want to get a copy of n1, then you can say n2 equals n1 dot copy. You can use n1 equals n2 dot copy. Right. n2 dot n1 dot copy. and then you can bring them to. That is how you can take a copy of list right now. That is how you can do it. Now let's get into some exercises and then we'll see. Any questions up to now? Right now, let's say okay, guess and get the number. Okay, let's say we have x equals, we have some set of numbers. Right now, create another list or the same list, square the numbers, every item in the list, square it. Square the every item in the list. Square every item in the list. Yeah. Try to square every item in the list quickly. Right now, from the list, remove the blank empty spaces or the remove the empty strings and sort in ascending order. Sort in ascending order. Let's print n2 as well, and let's print n as well. Now you could do it using list comprehension easily, no? Or else, if you don't want to work with the list comprehension, write n3, n1, again s equals, you can have empty list, and then like as you wrote earlier, for x in n1, n2, for x in n2, ns dot append, ns dot append x into x. You can write x into x, x into x. We have to guide no x to the power 2. Likewise, you could write, and then you could print the end. That's what you did, right? Yes. Like this, you could do the first one. These are the two ways you could do, either using list comprehension or using a loop. You can try. Okay, we are done with this now. Okay, remove the empty string and sort in ascending and descending mode. Right, how could you do it? You don't know the index number, okay? Samit, you don't know the index number. Here you can see the index number is 0, 1, 2, second index. But in the code, you don't know what is the given list no? Therefore, how we need to remove the index number? We don't know the index number, then how can we remove it? I'm gonna replace this. This is the answer one of you have, so send me. Let's see. You have remove this empty space. Good. And you have sort in ascending order. Then this is how it gives you. And you have sort in descending order also. Right. That is also done. Good. Right. Right. Remove all occurrences of 5. How can you do it? Have you done it already? No, I did not receive the answers for that. Quickly send me. Remove all occurrences of 5. And then I'm going to say y is equals to, using list comprehension, we could do it easily, no? X for x in, we'll have another variable, otherwise I for I in x, if I not t equals to 5. If I not t equals to 5. Then you can remove all 5s easily using the list comprehension. Or else, Or else. This is the one way of doing it. Or else we can just check whether if 5 in x. Okay, right now what you can do is we'll have a while loop while 5 in x. That will return true if it is available. And then if it is available, then you can say remove method x dot remove 5. Using you can check whether that given element is in x or not. This in method will check whether it is available in the list. If it is available in the list, it will return true. Then you can do this as well. These are the two ways of doing it. We'll do this one first and thereafter we'll go into this, otherwise it will remove it. Okay. And mhm. First one. Okay, quickly do it. I'll give you a few minutes. Okay, no idea how to do that. We'll try to do it using list comprehension or using a loop also you may be able to do it. How can we do it? First and the last character should be the same, and the length should be less than or equals two or more. I for I in X if length of the I is greater than or equals to 2 and I the string first character should equal to the last character. The last character can be identified using a negative index, no? You can see ABA 1 to 2 1. First and the last is the same about, and then if you have AA, now AA also considered 0 1 2. Okay, 3. No, here it has to be 3. If it is string length is 2, then it's correct. Huh? Yes. The string length is 2, then it's correct. Yes, A also included. No? Right, now the last one. Using a loop also you could do it. And then even I guess here using the length method also you can directly do it. You can get the answer as 3. You need to display the count now if you wish. Right now, otherwise using a for loop also you can do it. How can you do it using a for loop? For I next, for I next. If length, okay, if this is equals, let's say we have something called n equals 0. N plus c equals 1 and print n. Where? Here. Where you can do it like this as well. Using a for loop as well. Okay, now we need to remove the duplicates. How to do that? Last question. Send me the answer quickly. Once you learn about sets, it would be easier by just converting into a set and then converting back to a list would do the trick. Now we need to figure it out, how to remove the duplicates. Right now, let's see how to do it using method. Y for I in X if I not in. We have used not in operator, not in X. If I not in if I not in Y, X is already done. If I not in Y, then we can say Y dot append I. Maybe see right now this is a list, no? You can say you can remove the unique duplicate values. Or rather doing this, we could have just converted it to a set and then we could convert it back to a list. Then it will be easier than this now. So how? Say equal set. We have to discuss about this now. See, we just need to convert it to a set, and set you can convert back to a list if you want to answer is in as a list. You would have done it easily. Right. That is how you can do. And then you can find more questions about list and then you can try out. And then just practice the list comprehension. That is very easier. If once you learn about list comprehension, then it will be easier for you to work with. And then next week we'll be starting with set. Any questions up to now you can ask.